Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel Big Dog 6766, the other vlogger. Today is, let me have a quick look. It is today the 21st of January and it's now about 8 o'clock in the morning. And we have roughly about 23 degrees here in the city of Perth in Western Australia. And it will be a hot day. It will be 40 degrees later on. That's why I decided to go for my walk a little bit earlier, because otherwise it will be unbearable. Yeah, so I hope you will enjoy coming with me here and explore a part of Perth. This is a suburb, it's called Ballajura, and it's a nice suburb. It's beautiful here, and yeah, anybody wants to come to Perth, I can only recommend that you guys move here to Ballajura. It's not too big, and it's quite central, and it's, yeah, like almost everywhere. People say it's like, oh, here's crime in Ballajura and things like that. Yeah, but not more, not less than anywhere else. It's all the same. But when you look at it here, you've got the houses, and then you've got here a nice beautiful park which is called Enderby Park. It's quite big as well, and I go and walk here quite often. So it's good for exercise if you have dogs. They love it. Got some nice native plants here, like that one for instance, which is called a grass tree. And yeah, then it's very, very nice. And living here, rentals are as much easy and as much hard to get as anywhere else. And the prices here, when you go into the supermarkets, there is one supermarket here which is called IGA, and I saw the other day that somebody was on Facebook and complaining about this IGA and saying that he went there for 3 times already, and over a certain time frame, and he wanted to buy a certain item and it's still not there, and the shelves in the shop are empty. And then I saw another one adding a comment to that, saying, nobody goes there anyway because it's too expensive, they're very pricey. But I must say, if you go there, you will find out that some items are worth buying. So I always go and buy myself a block of cheese, 1 kilo, which is around about $10 or even a bit less. Then they've got eggs there, a big pallet of eggs, 30 eggs, and they were, I think, about $12 or $13. So it's not too bad. I mean, you got to shop around and see where it's best to buy things. So we enter now here. A street is Belfin Drive, and this is one street, sort of a main street. It cuts through Ballajura, and it's quite busy. So gonna go now down Pelican Parade. Pelican Parade, and let's see what's happening here. There's a postman doing his job. You can see, according to the front yard, it's pretty dry here. It's not much water. Yeah, regarding shops, you shop where it's cheaper. You know your prices. You just go where it's not too expensive. And if you guys are from overseas, or if you live anywhere else in Australia, except Western Australia, I must say, life here isn't too bad. If you got a job as a laborer, let's say you work in a supermarket, or you work, let's say, as a driver, you normally get after tax usually about $800-900 per week. So the hourly rate here for normal laborers are roughly about $30 per hour, and then you pay tax on it. So it's not too bad actually. And this money you earn, it's not that easy to live on, because it's when you have $800-900 a week, you pay at least half of it for rent. So let's say if it's $900, you pay $500 rent per week, then you got $400 left, and this $400 you have to basically budget it and be a good person to save the money and not waste it, because this $400 needs to last for grocery shopping, if you need to buy petrol for your car, and if you need to pay insurances, and you definitely need to pay utility bills. You're probably using gas and electricity. You definitely will use water. And one good thing is most rentals, when you rent a place, the water rates are always included. So you don't need to worry about that. But when you purchase your own house, if you can afford to purchase your own house, then obviously you have to pay everything yourself. Plus you have to pay insurances for the house. You have to pay council rates, which is here in Ballajura, depending on the size of the land, the size of the house. So probably about just over $2,100 per year. I know it's not cheap, but that's the price. So yeah, but to cut a long story short, overall, I must say life is pretty alright here. So it's not bad here in Ballajura. And it's not bad anywhere else in Perth, I guess. Yeah, still walking around here, still on Pelican Parade. And as you can see, it looks quite nice here. It's a beautiful house there on the corner, which you can see. And yeah, the house price is here. Probably you have to pay around minimum $750,000 to buy a house, and it can reach $1 million and more. So I guess that big one there, probably 900 or $1 million or maybe even more. I'm not sure what the value is of real estate, I'm not a real estate professional, but yeah, that's what it is. Prices. He's got a nice house too with a locked gate, bit of a backyard, and yeah, it's pretty nice. See, that's a big house there, and I remember when it was built. It's a new build. It's only maybe 2 to 5 years old. I can't remember exactly, but it took a while to build it. And you've got here beautiful house as well. There's one with a balcony on top, and that's quite attractive. So you can sit outside on the balcony, have a coffee, have a cup of tea if you like. Yeah. Yeah, all I can say is make a move, come to Perth. Sell your property where else you are in Australia and come here to Perth. It's, like I said, it's a beautiful suburb. It's a nice suburb, and it's good for kids as well. Got heaps of schools. We've got the Ballajura Community College, the BCC. Then we've got in South Ballajura we've got a school, and North Ballajura we've got a school. There are quite a few compared to that this suburb here only has about 2,500 population, I think. So this is a beautiful house as well. There's one big property on the corner there, which I quite like. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, the grass is dry. People don't water because they simply can't afford it. It's just too expensive. We are now at the part where Cayandra Parade starts, which is that little street here. Yeah, here's Jacana Parade. Look at that huge tree over there. That must be hundreds of years old. Just next to the bus. Very tall. Yeah, that's part of Ballajura, and people have their sprinklers going. Yeah, when you're here and you have your own house, your own garden, you really have to get a sprinkler system and water your garden regularly. You can miss maybe a day. Maybe if you're lucky you can miss two, but after that it will start all drying up and die. Yeah, and we are here now at the intersection of Kennett Trail and we are not far off the shopping center in central Ballajura, and I guess I'm gonna go there and stop and have a little rest and have a cup of coffee there. There's a nice Vietnamese shop. They sell snacks and they sell coffee, and the cappuccino is pretty good. So yeah, let me see if they're open today. I'm just gonna walk down that way and see if they're okay, if they're open. So turning now into Shearwater Terrace. That's the street, and here is basically, you can see at the distance there, you can see the medical center, the Ballajura Physiotherapy Center, and right next to it will be the shopping center where there is IGA and a few other little shops. So nice impressive palm trees, quite tall. Unfortunately, these things, when they lose their branches and their seeds, they can cause quite a lot of damage and a lot of dirt as well. That's why some people, they have palm trees in their front garden and they're gonna get rid of them. It's because of that. Even retaining walls, if you've got a palm tree close to a retaining wall, they're strong enough to push that retaining wall and basically to damage that retaining wall. And rebuilding something like that can cost thousands of dollars. So it's not that cheap. Okay. Yeah. That's how it looks behind me. And like I said, it's quite a nice sunny day today. I won't stay long for having a coffee break, because the longer I stay, the warmer it will get later on in the day. And in order not to walk in 40-degree heat, I try to make it as quick as possible. Okay. Bus stop. Yeah, and here we are where the medical center is. Ballajura Physiotherapy. You have seen that already in a previous video which I've done. And I'm gonna go across the car park. This is Ballajura Health Center. That's where all the doctors are. So there are medical facilities here. So it's not that there's nothing. Car park. Looks like some of the shops are still closed. Okay, let me walk into the shopping center. The main entry is open. Yeah, that's the IGA which I mentioned before, where people complain about prices and stock not available, but it is what it is. Okay, it seems like I'm early. Looks like all the shops here are still closed, and my coffee shop is closed too, where I always used to go. Yeah, and I didn't realize when I was filming that the battery of my microphone has died. So it was totally flat. That's why there is no audio. Only this audio which I added on afterwards. So what I've done, I have basically ordered my coffee. I waited and had a bit of a rest, and then I kept walking out of the shopping center, and I made my way up to Mary Mckillop Church, hoping to get inside and filming the church inside. So this is the house of the priest, where the Father John Jegorov lives. And now I'm gonna make my way up to the churchyard. So I'm just gonna walk up there and I'll have a look and see if there's something interesting Like I said, I'd like to go inside. Look, there's a cross on top there. That's the church from the outside. Mary Mckillop Church in Ballajura, a Catholic church. And I'm going through the gate here. No parking. So I don't know what that's all about, all those cars. I mean, there's in the back at the primary school, belongs to Mary Mckillop Church. Yeah, here's the church building. That entrance is locked. You can't go in. And I keep walking. And it's got a nice, beautiful garden here outside of the church. All beautiful plants. Okay. So let's have a look. There should be another door. And yeah, unfortunately, it seems like it's locked. I'm gonna try to open it. No, can't even film through the glass. Sun is reflecting too much. So I'm gonna keep walking. There must be another entry. There we go. Another door. Try that one. No, can't get in either. It's all locked as well, so what a pity. I think there's one more door if I keep walking here. Now that's all locked. Excuse me, bit of a cough. So I think there is no chance to get into the church. What a pity. That is basically the main reason I made this video. I wanted to walk and I wanted to show the church. Well, that's basically it. I'm leaving the church yard. Here's the big car park. And yeah, I'm going now towards Cassowary Road or Street, can't remember. See, that's the playground from the Mary Mckillop Primary Church. And yeah, just keep walking now and see if there's anything interesting I can film and show you guys. yeah, I think I'll call it a day for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you share my video, and please like and comment and subscribe to my channel. It would help me out to keep my channel growing and to produce more videos. Sorry again about the messed up audio, that the battery died on my microphone which I was using without me realizing. Bye for now.